Now that we've closed out 2025, I want to look ahead at 2026 and give you a clear and honest snapshot of what's actually happening in the market, not just what the headlines are saying. Let's start with the numbers.
In December 2025, the median sales price landed at $435,000, down about 3.3% year over year. And that sounds concerning until you zoom out. This is not a crash, it's just a recalibration after several years of rapid appreciation. And pricing is settling into something that's more sustainable. We've been saying this for at least a year, that we're just more steady.
Stable. Normal.
Words we like.
Closed sales were up nearly 2%, even in a seasonally slower month. And buyers are still buying, it's just that they're doing it more intentionally.
Yeah, and what's wild is that December was, for our team, the second best month of closed units and production of the entire 2025 year.
That's the best fourth quarter I've had as far back as I can
Yeah,
remember.
incredible.
As far as listings, they dropped over 7%, while active listings increased more than 9%, pushing inventory to just over 10,300 homes in the Austin metro area and bringing us to 4.2 months of supply. That's getting us closer to a balanced market.
Now, something to note here is that in some areas we may see lesser months supply, but in other areas and in other specific property types, you could see a lot higher months supply, which means that you have to know what's going on in your hyper-local market and even within a neighborhood and a certain specificity of product.
People recognize a good unique selling proposition and they're ready to act on it.
Right. Now, something else to note is that homes are taking longer to sell. Average days on market right now is right around 88 days, which means listing strategy matters so much. Pricing, condition, and marketing are doing the work, not urgency or hype. So it really does matter how you enter the market.
A lot of times sellers want that hype or that sense of urgency on our part, but the reality is, like, if a grocery store is trying to get $9 for a gallon of milk, they could bring in your favorite celebrity, they could put a big pink inflatable gorilla on the roof, they could have skywriting, and people would probably come for some of those things, but at the end of the day, they are still not going to pay $9 for a gallon of milk.
That is a great analogy, and actually we talk about buyer energy, and when you want to sell your product for as much as you can for the least amount of days, you have to make sure that the buyer energy is right, and it all starts with pricing, prep, and marketing.
Yeah, people arrive at the marketplace educated now.
Right,
the internet's
savvy.
been a game changer.
Yeah.
So as soon as you hit the market, that's when the most eyeballs are going to be on your listing.
Yeah.
And people are going to know if you're overpriced, and they're also going to make a judgment on your conditions. So it's important to put your best foot forward. These are the things you can control in this
Right.
market, and to get out there in the right price bracket and with the accentuation on your positives, putting your best foot forward for people.
Yeah, and you mentioned that buyers are more savvy, not just in the process and in the products that are out there, the competition, but also they're using ChatGPT to really narrow down options before even walking into a property. So the way of just looking online and finding a multitude of properties is that's actually not what I'm seeing. They're looking for something very targeted, which is why we've developed a certain strategy to make sure that we get ahead of that and that we are able to market directly to people who are looking for something specific.
We always talk about pent-up demand, and quite frankly, my father was a broker all through the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and his advertising and his pitch was, look at all these places I advertise. The reality is, in a digital world, it is no problem to get your property everywhere it needs to be for buyers to see it. The real nuanced difference is getting in with the right condition, a great presentation that makes people swoon. The more emotional, the better when you're looking for buyers, and also to be priced correctly, because here's what a pent-up demand buyer is. They are somebody not walking on the car lot for the first time just to understand what Ford offers and think, do I want a sedan or an SUV? They are somebody who has decided, you know what, I want an F-250, I want it four-wheel drive, I want the color blue, and I want this interior electronics package. That person is now shopping for who has the best deal on what they're looking for.
Absolutely.
And that's how real estate buyers operate. They'll spend a certain amount of time educating themselves digitally, and then there's always going to be some number of pent-up demand buyers who have educated themselves and are ready to make a decision when you hit the market.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. Now, not only are buyers more savvy in the competition out there and the process, but they are also more confident in negotiations. So here's a statistic. The average close to list price is 96%, down from 92% last year. So concessions and credits are common, and sellers, they want to see results of their negotiation. Now, something to note is this. I often will have sellers say something like, well, why don't we just list it at one price and let's just see what offers we get. That's not buyer perception. That's not what buyers do. Most buyers will just wait. They will wait to see if they reduce price and if they chase the market down, because they're thinking, I'm going to get them when they're more vulnerable because they're priced above the market. And data
Days on market.
Oh, right. Now you've collected days on market, you become more vulnerable. But the data says that in order to get that offer, you have to be within 3% of where the market places value. Essentially where buyers think that you're priced within reason.
What they're willing to pay.
That's exactly right.
Despite all of this, sales volume still hit 1.43 billion, up year over year. The market is still functioning. Money is moving.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk interest rates, because this is where perception and reality are often very different. And she wrote this, so go ahead.
So on January 2nd of 2025, mortgage rates were around 7.08%. But on January 2nd of 2026, they were at around 6.2%. Now this is from Mortgage Daily, so please know mortgage brokers do have some better rates, and we are actually seeing rates around the middle to upper fives. I saw someone get quoted a 5.375 recently, which is a game changer.
Yeah. 15-year amortization, they'll go low.
Right.
Yeah. So that is a meaningful shift in affordability, and it's one of the reasons we're seeing buyer activity quietly picking back up. We do feel a difference. It's not showing up in the numbers yet, but the phone's ringing a little more.
Yeah, and here's what's crazy is that I am seeing homes that are under 400,000. They are still moving. So what that tells you is under 400,000 is generally a first-time home buyer.
So yeah, Tanya, I think realistically there is a waiting fatigue out there.
Yeah.
I think there are people that are ready to get on with life. They're looking at a new year. Spring is coming. I think there's folks that are just chomping at the bit to stop with.
Yeah, and we have seen a rush to the market in the last couple years where people who would normally wait till the spring to list are really listing in like late February and trying to hit the market a little sooner. I think we're going to see that again this year.
So we're really seeing the activity be the busiest at the opposite ends of the spectrum, first-time home buyers and luxury buyers. We launched a new listing that's at $1,350,000, and frankly, it's been kind of startlingly active.
Nonstop.
We had, I think, 18 buyer groups come through in the open house. We've had multiple showings. Hadn't sold it yet, but somebody's waiting on their inheritance to arrive from Spain. Not normally.
Should be in any minute.
That's what I'm being told. Not normally the type of thing you would see at this time of year. Conversely, all our stuff under 400 is also very active. It's the move-up buyers in the middle that are a little more hesitant. And I think that has everything to do with, hey, I've got a 2.85% mortgage, and something has to be perfect, or something has to really light a fire under me to make me move.
That's right. Yeah, I absolutely see that as it's when the family can no longer be contained in their space and they need bigger space, that they're willing to give up that one rate and move on. And truth be told, I mean, the reality will set in. Those under 3% rates, they're not going to be here. They're not coming back.
I mean, we went for 12 years. We have a whole generation of people that think that's the normal interest rate.
Right. Yeah.
I literally danced a happy dance in 1999 when we moved here, when I locked in at 7 3/4.
I think reality will set in and people will just get back to business as it is.
So here's what we think. If we haven't found a bottom in the market, we think we're close. The spring is going to be very telling, and the months of March, really through the end of May, tend to be the busiest in terms of volume or units closed. Not pricing, the charts are showing how many units closed per month. March, April, and May tend to be our busiest months of the year.
Right.
So we feel a different vibe. Not ready to say the numbers prove it up yet, but we're very hopeful for the spring.
So here's the bottom line as we head into 2026. This is a thinking market. It rewards strategy, it rewards education, and it rewards clarity. And of course, it also rewards those who hire very savvy, educated, experienced agents who know how to sell in this market. A seller can absolutely sell in this market, it just requires strategy. Real estate has always been local. It is nuanced and it is personal. And the best decisions come from understanding your specific situation and not reacting to those national headlines. Please know there's clickbait. Call the agent that you love and that are working with so that they can help you understand what's really happening. So if you're considering a move this year, the smartest step is by simply understanding your options. And we're always here to help you do exactly that.
That's right. We're happy to be the second agent or the third agent.
Yeah.
Happens a lot.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, we hope this video has been helpful and educational for you. And I want to also stress too, our motto here is people over production. And one of the mottos that I've used over the years is one day you'll be glad we met. So I want you to know, like, we're not just here to spew numbers. We're not just here to accumulate sales numbers. We really are out for our clients' best interests. We want to know what your story is. Why do you want to move? What is going on that has created this conversation between us, and how can we help you achieve your goals? It could be that now is not the right time, but this is a relationship business and we want to be in relationship with you as a trusted advisor, not a salesperson. So the best way to truly understand where you sit in today's market is to sit down with us. Let's go through all the options and look at what we can do, and then we can make a decision from there.
I truly believe that when people enter our world and our business, there's nobody better equipped to advocate for them, to help them, and to navigate real estate with them. And so, like Russ said, reach out, get the conversation started, whether it's early or right on time. Let's just get started.